The story of Felicette, the first cat to go into space. Life in space is one of the most curious subjects. Since the conditions and how life progresses there are a great mystery, scientists continue to send astronauts and some animals to that region. After the Soviet dog Laika, who went into space in 1957, and the American chimpanzee Ham in 1961, the French wanted to send another animal to space. The biggest goal of sending animals to space was to understand how spaceflight could affect animal physiology first and then human physiology. So French scientists turned their attention to cats. There was an ordinary cat living on the streets of Paris. This cat looked quite ordinary with her black and white fur and bright eyes, but she was destined for an extraordinary adventure. Her name was Felicette. Felicette and 13 other cats went through a detailed screening process to see how they would react to spaceflight. In 1963, France's Space Research Center (NIS) made an interesting decision. Before sending humans into space, they wanted to experiment with animals to understand the effects of space on living things. The animal chosen for this mission was Felicette. The most important reason for her selection was her light structure and calm temperament. Felicette was subjected to a series of tests with other cats. In these tests, their psychological and physical endurance was measured. Felicette overcame every difficulty and became the team's favorite. Her name was now Astrocat. On the morning of October 16, 1963, Felicette's big day came. She was placed in a special capsule and launched into space with a French rocket, the Véronique AG-1, from the Hammaguir base in Algeria. The rocket reached an altitude of approximately 157 kilometers, and Felicette experienced a brief period of weightlessness. Electrodes were placed in Felicette's brain activity during the mission. All data was successfully collected and her health was returned to Earth without any harm. Felicette landed gently with a parachute and was greeted as a hero by the scientists who welcomed her. However, this cat's triumph did not last long. Shortly after Felicette returned to space, scientists euthanized her in order to examine her brain. Thus, the story of the innocent cat launched into space came to an end. Unfortunately, Felicette's story was not well known at the time and her name was forgotten for a long time. However, years later, people realized her courage and contribution to science. In 2019, a statue was erected in London in her memory. Today, Felicette has taken her place in history as the first and only cat to go into space. Felicette's story shows that even a small creature can inspire great discoveries.